Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are speaking all things matric results entry or first year entry for LLB or BA laws, whichever one that you're going to be doing at your first year level as a student coming in to do a lawyer, not a lawyer. Welcome to my channel. Oh, okay, before we proceed, Mina, my name is Asanda. I am currently a candidate attorney awaiting admission very soon as an attorney of High Court because I've met all the requirements post the LLB degree that you need to meet. And if you want to know more about it, you can stick by on this channel, look at my previous videos such as becoming an attorney series. I have a lot of videos about that here. With that said, when are matric results coming out? Matric results in the Independent Education Board, being private schools. Yeah, we have two boards of education, which is just wild. Well, now they are coming out on the 19th of January 2023. And then, which is now better, they used to like come out in December and we get our results a week later. I'm even convinced they would get spaces sooner than us in universities or get offers sooner than us in universities. Yeah, of which I think that's true. Anyways, yeah. Let me come back. And then the public schools matric results, the NSC, National Senior Certificates, yes. They get their results on the 20th, which is the next day. So, yeah. So, I hope that you guys are ready, and I hope that you've reflected on how your whole of last year was, because last time I was in high school, about 9 years ago, 8-9 years ago. When was 2014? Because I'm matric 2014. Done. Yeah, so I'm matric 2014 and it was 70-30, I think, or it was 30-70. But I think what defined the final results was how you did in the final term. But if it was 30%, no, it was 30-70, and so 30% was just, I can't remember, but however that you did in the CAS, so the continuous assessments throughout the year, is also very important. So that's why I'm saying that it would be very important to reflect on how you did in the previous terms, and then obviously then your final results of the final term also have a huge impact on the kind of APS you get. APS is the average point system, average point score. I'm not sure. I'll put it here. But yeah, basically the scores excluding LO, life orientation. Life orientation is just for vibes. I don't even think it has an exam. No, it doesn't have an exam. It just has assignments that my teacher and I didn't get a distinction for that. I'm still very mad. Because LO is my results are made up by how, like, they are marked and calculated in school. By the end of fourth term, we already knew what our results were. Well, I knew because I asked them and I told her, Guti, that's some BS. I was mad. Anyways, okay, let's come back to the topic. The topic about legile. Besides with teenage pregnancy, better. It's topic right now are matric results. Matric results. What are the matric requirements to get into BA laws? Because I'm gonna start with BA laws because one, WITS I think offers a whole law course in BA laws and then LLB for 2 years. And then, so you do the whole degree year 2 for 5 years. UKZN also offers that, but I did 4 years LLB, but initially when I got into UKZN, I was doing BSS, which is the same thing as BA laws. Then I just changed my degree a second year. So yeah, what are the entry requirements for BA laws? Let's get into it. At WITS, do they have entry requirements? What am I saying? Of course they have entry requirements. First thing that you need to get is level 5 English if you were doing English as a home language, and level 6 English if you were doing English as a first additional language. You'll understand why you need to know English when you get to first year. You need to know English and need to have did well in English, because at first year, well, at our varsity, had a requirement to do English again at first year, first semester, and first year, second semester. And you had to also do academic learning in English, learning how to write and speak in academic way through English. That's the medium of business in South Africa, and that's the requirement for the LLB, because LLB, the practice of law, not just LLB, is mostly a game of words, a game of English words to be specific, and you have to know how to use them and how to understand them. And in order for you to have that, obviously, it's very important to do that. You can hear and feel umuntu who avoided English classes or was just rolling, and it's quite difficult. It becomes harder. The LLB itself and the BA laws itself and the navigation of university itself, because most universities are in English medium taught. Is that the word? I don't know, but they are taught in English. So it's quite difficult. And Nami, in as much as I knew a bit of English, because I got a, what did I get? I got a B for English. Also mad, yeah. But I was good in English. I really enjoyed the subject here, English. I loved it. Used to love poetry. I still love English. So it's one of those things. I still enjoy writing. I still enjoy reading. I still enjoy poetry. And I'm getting into writing again. Not just writing for my blog, but finishing the book that I've been writing, that I stopped writing 3 years ago. Like, I wrote a book up to like 60 pages and then just stopped. Consistency, me and commitment, I don't know. My mind just frozen and I was like, okay, I'm about to finish it. I'm going to finish it this year, I hope. Anyways, yeah, so you need to have had English, go 4 or not 4, English level 5 home language, and English level 6 if you are doing it as a first additional language. That's a requirement just for UKZN, and I believe that for any other varsity, I just checked UKZN because most of the content here has to be based on UKZN because that's where I was, and it's always better for me to share information of what I have experienced. I don't think I should share. I should research as I researched with if it has the two thingy. That's what I found. So yeah. And then you must also, oh yeah, it's academic point score. Academic point score, yeah, not average. Academic point score, APS of 32, not including life orientation. Now guys, don't bet on 32 because you are going to be competing against people that have 42 points. You're going to be competing against people that have 38 points. And if you just have 32 points, you are obviously going to be at the end of the picking pool. Unless you're going to be choosing based on schools. I don't know, but what I know and what I understand, it's always better to have more points. So you have to have the 32 points in order for you to get into the LLB program. the requirement is 32. So if you are under 32, most likely you are not going to be considered. But all is not lost. If you're doing BSS, Bachelor of Social Science, you can get in, I think, at 28 points. But again, if you don't have 30 points, at least, you're unlikely to be accepted to do entry level of legal studies that's given to, it's basically first year LLB. They're not going to allow you to do it if you don't have 32 points. And then you're likely to first have to finish 3 years of not studying the LLB and then come back and do LLB for 3 or 2 years as a postgraduate degree if you have the marks again. So those are the requirements, AsandaNtini. Try by all means. I hope you all tried, because now it's late for me to say try by all means. I hope you all tried to get at least 32 points. But aim for like 34, 36. It's always better, like Jengat. Yeah, it's always better, and I was at a better point. Mina, okay, my story, I've shared it many times again here. So if you have watched my channel, I didn't apply at UKZN for LLB because I thought I wanted to do nursing. I hate anything that has to do with science. I even had the lowest mark in my matric results as social sciences. Not social sciences, which is geography, was my highest mark. What's the thing? Life sciences is the lowest mark. I had like 56. It's the only mark that it's like 50, and it's the lowest mark. It spoiled my APS because I didn't enjoy it, but because I was so convinced by the person I was with that time would say I should just do nursing, I pushed myself even after grade 10 when I knew at grade 10 I hated that subject. But I continued, and then I ended up with Imagaringane. I could have been sitting at like 42 points. Like, anyways, those are semhlabeni. Yeah, so those are the requirements. 32 points. Make sure that you had English Yako up. So when you are looking into maybe doing a walk-in application, consider that if you're going to be inquiring on your application, last year, what happened to my application? Check if you meet the requirements. Then, 40 if you meet the requirements and did well. 20. Go 12 or 21, by 12 o'clock you would be receiving 4 to 5 offers from different varsities that you've applied to, offering you a space to study, and then you decide which one are you going to, which faculty are you going to, which faculty offers you maybe things like funding. If you are students like us who didn't have money to go to school, I had to accept an offer that offered me funding, which was Bachelor of Social Science at UKZN. Though I was accepted for Bachelor of Social Science at PMB, which is also a campus of UKZN, but I was accepted early there, but they didn't offer me funding. Then I had to stick to Howard because it offered me funding. See, those are things that you're going to consider. And then if you again, okay, let's come back to if you're not accepted, Bachelor of Social Science, General Studies, or Bachelor of Social Science, Politics, Philosophy, and Law. I'm not sure if they still offer that, but there is an option like that. Philosophy is very hard. You're going to feel that at first year, izobanzima, and it's going to be wild, and you're going to regret taking it. Maybe you love it and excel in it. There's no middle thingy with philosophy. Even with politics is not how it works at Parliament. If you're only interested in politics because of what you watch in the news in Parliament, politics is theory. I used to visit classes. I used to attend politics, but I didn't do politics. In class, it would be like a vibe. Then, when it's the exam, I ask them, what do they ask you? Because I've been attending your classes, but nothing happens here. What do they are like? Yay. The theory is actually very different. And I read their book, and it's very different from what is taught in class and what happens in the political world. You need to understand it. So political science is basically the science of politics. So you could do that degree, you could do Bachelor of Arts, and then major. Like, the important thing is your major. You major in law. So when you major in law, you major in legal studies. And if you are majoring in law at UKZN, when you are registering, I hope it's still done this way, when you are getting in registering, you pick all your modules from other faculties. LLB, not LLB, School of Law blocks picking of their modules because they want to see your matric results first and see if you met the requirements at 30 points that they set or 32 points that they set in order for you to pick your first year, basically introduction to law, but it's called legal studies because it's offered to non-LLB students, but it's the same everything. Like, you taught yonke of how first year LLB is. That's why you get an exemption. I didn't have to do first year twice. I just had to transfer. And then I got exemption for my first year module. So yeah, that's what you're going to do. What electives would I say? Oh, electives. So there's electives and then there's majors. Majors are the subjects that you have to pass. You have to pass all your subjects, but majors are very important because if you don't pass them, you might be in serious issues. I don't know what happens, but you face like serious academic issues, such as having to explain why did you fail, and you could be not accepted to come back to second year for that thingy. And if you are planning on doing the LLB and you don't pass first year law, you're unlikely to be taken second year to transfer to LLB. You're unlikely to then be taken ekupheleni where BA yakho to do LLB 2 years because you don't have a law. See, very important that you pass it. And again, one important thing, if you want to transfer and if you are planning to transfer and you've been advised, because you're going to meet a lot of mentors and people that are going to advise you at school, and if you are attending orientation and attending and asking for help, if you do well at first year, like if you're planning on changing your LLB, your BA laws or BSS to LLB second year, you have to have gotten 65% average, overall average of your academics. I don't know, maybe it has changed to 70 because things change, but make sure that you obtain a high level of marks. So if it's 65, so make sure that AMA results wako are first year, there's nothing like below 65. You aim for 65, 70. And it's easy to obtain that first year. It is. And then, so electives are those minor modules that are not compulsory for you to continue with if ungasawathandi. What are those? You could change them and like, hey, angisayifuni lento. And they'll explain to you that in varsity when you go for orientation. I would advise that you do management. Do management, you do criminology if you're interested in criminal law. I was. You can also do philosophy as an elective. You could also do politics as an elective for an LLB student or a Bachelor of Laws. Another elective is English. Just do English as one of your electives, although it's going to be a compulsory subject as well, but you could just continue with it second year as your elective, because the structure of our degree at UKZN had to do electives first year and second year that are non-legal electives. Then third year you just do LLB, legal modules, and then fourth year you do legal modules, but you also have electives. That's how it used to work, but I think the structure of the degree has slightly changed, but those are important things. So when you are choosing electives, be mindful of that. Choose something that's going to help you. You can't do drama just for vibes, could do it for adding credits, but what does it help you with your degree? I did sociology. It helps me in understanding societies, and also helps in dealing with clients, because we deal with society. So it was a very important module to do, because it helps with interactions. Like if you do it, you'll understand. Helps with interaction, it helps with understanding. Because I remember one of the essays that we wrote first year was about race, and critical race theories are very important theories that I was approached with. You get to understand a lot of theories like feminism, you understand capitalism, you understand Marxism. All of those things you get to learn in the humanities modules that you do, that are going to also pop up again when you do jurisprudence, the hardest module you ever do, Alo. According to me, it's like philosophy of law. It's philosophy of law, jurisprudence, and so it teaches you all of these theories as well. And then, okay, this video is getting too long. How was my first year experience? I'll just tell you about my first day. First day, I wore very light cardigan. It was freezing. I still even remember the name of the building. It was MTB L4. That place was cold. Not MTB, TB Davis L4. It was freezing. So I was cold because I didn't bring a jacket, because you could wear shorts, because I was wearing shorts and a purple dress, a really short dress. It used to be a dress, but then it was like a top. Then I wore it with shorts and a very light thingy. I was cold as hell, and yeah, I regretted it. And I didn't get lost, because perks for me, my sister had already just finished her degree. She was graduating in April this year, but I was still in school because she was going to be starting her master's, and I was starting my first year, her first master's. Yeah, she's annoying. I don't know why she studies so much. She's currently doing her PhD. She has another master's from overseas. Like, pressure, sis, pressure. Anyways, yeah, when I started my degree, I didn't attend orientation because I had her to show me around school. I also had TC, who was a good friend of mine, and he helped me with her because they were also close, because they were in the same school. They knew each other. They were in the same school of humanities as well, because he was doing geography, and he does because now he's doing his PhD right now. I'm not doing my PhD, guys. I'm sorry. Not yet. So yeah, then I had already known the school and been familiar with it. I didn't need to be shown around. So yeah, I'd advise that you attend orientation. If possible, even your parents come for Parents' Day. Mina Vese. My parents didn't even attend my high school meetings. Besides, like, my parent when I was in grade 8 and 9, which was Wabomngane. I just never had parents attending ama meetings with me since grade 10. So it was pointless to now expect my parents to now attend my meeting first year. But yeah, there's a parents meeting. I don't know what happens because I didn't attend it. Orientation, I know what happens because my sister was a mentor who told me what they do. They teach you about they show you the faculty, what happens. Then they show you around the school how not to get lost. They show you how to pick your timetable. Again, yes, there are timetable grids that were very confusing for me. I attended the same class twice. Yeah, that's what happened. I put myself for the same class twice, because I couldn't get into I didn't know which timetable grid to put myself into. So you're going to have to create your own timetable unless you are put into a timetable. The law school in UKZN, they used to just place it in a certain timetable grid. Then if it clashes with your non-legal modules, you obviously tell them, but most of the time they'll just put you in something that works, and yeah, you didn't have to worry about it. Anyways, with that said, good luck, guys. Welcome. Do not remember, you're going to take an oath. If you are an LLB student, you're going to take an oath at first year. which is the oath that is very important, that reminds you what is law all about. And yeah, don't put the profession into disrepute, and enjoy yourself. Make friends. It's very important to make friends and connections at first year, something that I didn't do that I wish I had done. And what else should you do at first year? Make friends within your school. Like if you have friends, make sure you have friends about LLB, not just friends that are doing Bachelor of Social Science. Make sure you also have friends that are doing law modules. Like if you have a module, have somebody that you know in each and every module that you do. And what else? Also, be also mindful that not everyone is your friend. I'll do a series of tips and tricks. Not a series. I'll do another video next week of tips and tricks for first year students, and how I remained sane and conservative and did not get stolen while I was in varsity for 5 years, and nothing really happened to me besides depression and anxiety. Anyways, love you lots, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.